Okay, I'm back with another review for relatively famous Ranch Rules, season 1, episode 5. This one is Hog Ties and Hot Springs. You know, the ranchers try to get back into the saddle after a tough setback while Austin goes on a date with Hannah and things quickly heats up. The last episode, Miles left. So Miles did leave, and he went home. Now it's just 7 of them. And today's task, they learned how to saddle the horse. And so they show up at the ranch, and Evie, she was putting on her makeup in the car. I noticed that they continue to put their makeup on every day out there on that ranch. Well, anyway, she gets out the car and she go, "Where's my horse? Where's Tan?" That's what she called him, Tan. And she's getting better, with this horse or whatever. And they all learn how to they have to go get their own saddle, and they show them how to saddle a horse, and get on it, do what you learned previously, get on it, and ride them a little bit. And that was the thing, that's all they did for today. Then they went back to the house. And you can kind of tell Austin is the type of person, he likes a lot of attention. He likes for the attention to be on him. And some man show up at the house with some flowers, and he delivered them to Hannah. And then they came from Austin. And here go Redmond and Harry sitting outside joking. Talking about he didn't even send a whole bouquet, just half. What kind of flowers them is? They be cracking up. So I know they'll probably be good friends after the show. Because every time they got their camera on them, they be sitting there, they be joking. And it be funny. They be cracking up. I like both. I like Harry. I think Harry kind of cute. I really do. And then later on today they go back to the farm for task number 5. And the task is moving the pigs, billing the pen, and cleaning it out. And Harry start billing on the pen. Harry got some skills. He got some carpentry in him. And he said that he's been working at an early age, and he used to go to work on the set. I guess with his dad or whatever. And he said he worked with the props, so he did a lot of billing stuff. So he said he liked using his hands because he can do that pretty good with his hands. And so everybody was admiring what he was doing. And here go Austin. Austin was kind of jealous. Tell me how he wasn't gonna stand here and watch Harry do everything. And he was trying to build it some kind of way, but he didn't know what he was doing. And Harry was trying to show him. And then, Harry was like, he can't stand for the attention to be on somebody else. And so they get the pen built. And then after they get it built and painted, Austin decided he'd get in it and pick it up with his back and walk it over there to the corner and sit it down. And he didn't want nobody to help him lift it. And I guess he really don't, he likes for the attention to be on him, but it was on Harry. And Jared and them showed back up and wanted to know who was the carpenter. And then, everybody said Harry. He said, okay. He said, oh man, you did good. That's something good. He said, everybody didn't got that with their hands. And then there go Austin looking stupid. And then they go back to the cabin. And Austin and Hannah, they go out to a hot spring, for the day. And Redmond and Tay, Evie, Evie and Harry go into town to eat. And they was talking about what happened earlier that day with Austin and his behavior, and they didn't like it. And they were just sitting there eating, drinking, and all of a sudden Austin and Hannah showed up. And then the awkward look on all of them face, like, what are y'all doing here? It's like they just changed the mood at the table. And then Redmond said something to Austin. I guess he was telling him about that. He didn't give a F about his date. He didn't want to hear nothing about his date. And then Austin was looking kind of crazy. But they probably cut some of the audio out of it or whatever. Cause because I'm still trying to figure out when did he say something. All they showed was them walking in and sitting down at the table and everybody speaking and they looking at them crazy. So, but anyway, that was that. And but then they went on to tell Austin about himself, how he acted earlier today when they was building the pen, and that they didn't appreciate it, how he was acting, and that was that. And so later on, they went on and left, and they got in the van. Then they decided to take pictures, and all of them grinning. And Redmond said, "You know what? We done squashed it. It is what it is, and we cool." He said he was raised up with, his dad told him, "Don't never walk away without saying, if it's a problem, go ahead on and address it. Don't ever walk away and let it mount up." And so he the type, if it's a problem, he gonna say something right then and there, and then he gonna leave it, right there after he said it. So, and that was that. And then Harry always drinking, and he said that's the only way he can really kind of just function or try and fit in. And I think him and Evie hits it off real well. And Evie be like, you doing fine, and ain't nothing wrong. You fit in and stuff like that. And once again, eating and drinking. So the next day, it was time for them to move the pigs, and the pen smelled bad, and so they was trying to get. I think a couple of pigs got out and took off running. So they had to go get them, and Evie was inside with the little small baby pig, and they was squealing, and they ain't want to be bothered. And then they finally got them all moved down to the other area of the farm, and then it's another night of drinking. Harry and Austin gets into it again, and Harry, I think he had a little too much to drink because Austin left his tennis shoes outside, and Harry decided to get them and throw them across the road. And then Austin was like, they brand new and they expensive. Then Harry was like, you should have left them at home. You on a ranch, what you out here with some name brand tennis shoes for? And once again they start arguing. So the nightly routine: eat, drink, argue, and go to bed. That's all I have.